What's the difference between the terms gross lease and net lease? What are the different types of net leases, and what real estate English vocabulary and expressions can you use to talk about different types of leases in English? I'm Jenny from Real Estate English Academy, where we help real estate professionals gain confidence and fluency in English. Today, we're going to focus on typical real estate English vocabulary that you need to know when you talk about different types of leases. And I'll give you some examples using these words and even more real estate English vocabulary. A lease, also referred to as a tenancy agreement, usually includes standard terms and conditions based on what costs have been negotiated with the tenant. Leases typically fall into two categories: gross leases and net leases. Let's take a look at both. Gross leases are a form of commercial lease where the landlord typically bears all the costs that arise for property tax, insurance, and maintenance. Under a gross lease, the tenant usually pays one flat fee in exchange for using the property. Let's take a closer look at some key real estate English vocabulary that you can use when talking about leases and that you might find confusing. We'll start with the difference between term and terms. Term in the singular form usually refers to the duration of an agreement. Example: we recently signed a lease with a term of 10 years. Terms in the plural form typically refers to the provisions contained in an agreement. Example: we need to renegotiate some of the terms of our lease. To bear costs has the same meaning as to pay. The past participle of to bear is borne. Example: the tenant shall bear all realtor costs. Or, in last year's transaction, all costs were borne by the seller. I'd like to take a second to share a tip with you that will massively help you improve your written English when writing emails, resumes, reports, or posting on social media. Grammarly automatically checks your grammar and style and can be directly integrated into your browser. Grammarly is widely used by business professionals and English learners of all levels. Click on the link in the description box below to go to Grammarly.com, where you can sign up for free. Now let's move on and take a closer look at net leases. Under a net lease, the tenant is responsible for some of the property costs. Single net lease. Under a single net lease, the tenant is responsible for paying fixed rent as well as property taxes. Single net leases are not as common as other types of net leases because the tenant bears more costs under those other types of leases. Double net lease. Under a double net lease, the tenant pays fixed rent plus property taxes and insurance premiums. Triple net lease. Under a triple net lease, the tenant is responsible for paying fixed rent as well as expenses for property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and repairs to all structural building elements. In the UK, a triple net lease is also known as a full repairing and insuring lease, which is often abbreviated as FRI. Let's take a look at a few more key terms. Single tenant versus multi-tenant. A single tenant lease is a rental agreement between the sole tenant of a unit or building and the landlord. Example: our retail fund just purchased a single tenant department store in Stockholm. A multi-tenant lease is a rental agreement between several occupants or renters in a multiple unit property. Example: We acquired a multi-tenant retail park in Manchester last year. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. It really means a lot to us and keeps us motivated. Thanks for watching. See you next time.